Welcome to step 8 of going beyond the breakwater. You guys have spent the past however amount of time waiting and praying and waiting and praying, and you're probably still in that space now. But we are going to look at a litmus test tonight. That's how you guys will wrap up the night, deciding what will you do when God provides. And it's not a way of forcing God's hand on anything, but simply just saying, okay, God, if you give us this, like, this is what we'll do with it, to being faithful to his provision. So, Ed, what does that look like for you at this step in the process?
Well, first of all, we're in the waiting period, which is always a hard place to be in. It's so interesting, Lindsay, because we are in this place on a few different ministries that we have in the hopper that we're just waiting. And one of them is to buy a garage. I mean, a garage owner came to us and said, would you like to buy a garage? And that would give us a for-profit garage and the non-profit garage, His Hands Auto Care that we have. And so we are praying and waiting. And if God gives us the money for that garage, then we believe that this is something that we should be moving forward on. So, and it's a funny question because I don't think anybody's ever really asked me this, but I'm getting this question with some regularity now. Like, if somebody came and gave us $500,000, what would we do? Mm. If somebody came and gave us $1 million, what would we do? If somebody gave us $50,000, what would we do? And I think so in my mind, I'm kind of ready to, Lord, I've got a $50,000 plan or a $100,000 plan or a $200,000 plan. And I've kind of been lining up teams so that I'm just waiting that if God says, here's X amount of dollars, we'll know what our next step is, and we'll know which one we should move forward on. Mm. So if it's a small gift, it'll be one thing. If it's a larger gift, it'll be something else. And if it's a really large gift, we'll be doing 2 or 3 of them all at the same time.
So I think the litmus test people are going to be creating tonight is less about the very things that God is going to give them, because God provides and will allow this plan to move forward if it's of him. But I think it's more about just being ready.
It is being ready.
Are you going to be ready when the God of provision and the God of the harvest brings things to move forward?
And that's not the time to ask, should we? Mm. See, I think that's the key. That goes back to that yes commitment, that we know the revenue that we're going to need, the money that we're going to need, the gift or the grant that we're going to need. And when that grant comes through, it's already spent. We know what we're saying yes to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. So enjoy step 8 discussion tonight, guys. But before we turn the floor over to you, we'd love to pray with you. God, you are the God of provision. You are the God of the harvest. You see things that we don't see. You use people that have resources to bless the church and to bless the community. And so, God, would you be in their conversation tonight? Would you bring to mind things that need to be brought to mind in order to be ready for when you do provide? God, would you be in their discussion? Would it be fruitful? Would it be honoring to you? And would you just grow excitement and anticipation in each heart of the individuals who are there tonight, praying and seeking you, Lord? We love you and pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.